The Terrapins ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work first. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. Joseph. Look out! Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rigby. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The Terrapins offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They're
going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Quick give. It's Williams. At the 45 on his way. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Terrapins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Snap on first down. Wants to throw. Working the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Terrapins have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Good throw and catch. cash in.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They were all over it.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing Joseph. Comes down, it's Rigby. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the big fella. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badgers!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught, it's Webb. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Drops back on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Maryland! Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Joseph on the play action. He's got the tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Joseph. They're all over him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's got some space. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Moving the pocket, it's Washington. Makes the grab. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Just going to keep it after the snap. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Terrapins are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Caught. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, his players plays over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
On the move. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking for running room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Throwing Joseph. Back's got it on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers will punt this one away. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give is to Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Running inside, it's Smith. They knock him down right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple.
Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands.
Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With the catch, it's Kearney. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Joseph, under pressure. He's got it down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. He talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
All right, Holly. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rush right in his face. Finds a man in the middle. Stop right there.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Catches it cleanly at the 20, and the returner is stopped. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Sweet spin. He's into the open down the middle. The 30. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. To throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A first down run in the red zone. Defense all over him.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
Throwing Joseph. Back's got it. Touchdown, Badgers. They take the lead here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Turns it upfield. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go.
Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm.
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Maryland! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The hand to the running back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Joseph rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
This time he's got his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give is to Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Right side, it's Durham. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Terrapins come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Needs it. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you've just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Play action on first down. Moves to his right. Fires downfield. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Back to pass, it's Washington. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Throwing Joseph. That's caught. It's Rigby. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff again. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Out wide left, it's Fleming. Brought down at the 20, it's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Danzy. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. This one's complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Got his man downfield. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one first down. And Palmer, they can run it. They can play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all